Welcome to the Beautifully Included podcast, where we move towards wholeness by celebrating our humanity. Here we use the imagery of the Enneagram to honor the sevenfold Spirit of God, reflecting on the divine image within each of us. Here we reclaim our original design. I'm so glad you've joined me today as we continue our journey towards healing, transformation, and empowerment. Today's discussion will center on the powerful metaphors from Matthew 5:13 through 16, where Jesus calls us to be the salt of the earth and the light of the world. We'll explore how these metaphors invite us to embrace both the masculine and feminine qualities within ourselves, fulfilling our divine purpose. In Matthew 5:13 through 16, Jesus calls us to be the salt of the earth and the light of the world. Let's start by exploring what these metaphors mean. What does salt of the earth mean? Historically, salt was used for preserving, cleansing, and healing, qualities that are deeply connected to the feminine aspect of our being. Salt is able to absorb and purify, just as we, in our feminine essence, are called to receive God's grace and nurture others. And what about the light of the world? Light represents empowerment, revelation, and transformation, qualities that align with the masculine aspect of our nature. Light doesn't just passively exist, it actually projects and illuminates, guiding and empowering others. What's beautiful here is that salt and light represent dual aspects of our nature, both essential to living out our full potential as human beings, and both reflecting different sides of who we were created to be. Let's dive deeper into the feminine qualities of salt. Salt is inherently receptive. It absorbs and cleanses, purifying what it encounters. Similarly, we are called to be receptive to God's love, wisdom, and teachings so that we can pass those gifts on to others in a nurturing way. Salt's hygroscopic nature, its ability to draw in moisture, mirrors how we as human beings absorb and take in the world around us. Much like how our feminine energy allows us to receive and care for and heal. However, we also need to remember what happens when we lose our saltiness. Jesus warns us that if the salt loses its flavor, it's no longer good for anything. In the same way, when we stop nurturing and embracing our feminine qualities of receptivity and cleansing, we lose a vital part of our calling. Now let's turn our focus to the masculine qualities of light. Light is inherently proactive. It projects outward, giving and empowering those it touches. Light's power to shine, reveal, and transform speaks to the masculine aspect of our nature, which is bold, strong, and action-oriented. We're called to be the light of the world, not just by passively existing, but by actively shining, revealing truth, and empowering others. Just as light illuminates darkness and shows the way, we too are called to be bold in our actions, to lead and to inspire others with the goodness and truth that we carry within. This masculine energy of light is essential for revealing what is hidden and transforming whatever it touches. So this brings us to a powerful realization. We are called to embrace both masculine and feminine qualities. The Enneagram reflects this duality within each one of us. The two halves of the Enneagram mirror the two hemispheres of our brain, one more intuitive and receptive, and the other more logical and assertive. Together, they represent the full range of the human soul. The human spirit is also symbolized in the Enneagram through the triangle, representing how all three centers of intelligence, the head, the heart, and the gut, must work in harmony. For us to live as whole beings, capable of both giving and receiving in our community, we must integrate both the masculine energy of light and the feminine energy of salt. You are not just called to be one, salt or light, but to embody both. We need the receptivity of salt, the feminine, and the projection of light, the masculine, to live out our full purpose. Both qualities are vital. Salt preserves and cleanses, light empowers and reveals. When we find balance in our own lives by embracing both feminine and masculine aspects, we live out our true potential, bringing healing and transformation to ourselves and those around us. So, how do we practically live out this call to be both salt and light today? Well, I think it's about embracing both our nurturing and empowering sides in our everyday interactions. In our relationships, we can nurture others with the salt of love, grace, and patience, while also empowering them with the light of truth, boldness, and strength. We can be vessels that receive God's love and wisdom and in turn share it with others, just as light shines not only to reveal, but to transform. I encourage you to reflect on the balance between your own feminine and masculine qualities. How can you nurture and give? How can you reflect and project? Both are necessary for us to live as whole, integrated beings, beautifully included in God's plan. Before you go, I want to extend a special invitation to you. If you've been inspired by today's discussion on embracing both masculine and feminine qualities and living fully as the beautifully whole being you were created to be, I want to invite you to join the Kingdom Unleashed movement. This movement is all about empowering you to live out your divine purpose, embracing the fullness of who you are, and stepping into the calling God has placed on your life. We're creating a community where we'll dive deeper into this journey of wholeness and transformation, helping each other move toward healing, freedom, and the kingdom impact we were meant to have. If you're ready to learn more and be the first to register when the doors open, head over to our website and sign up for updates. You don't want to miss this opportunity to be part of something incredible. Together, we'll unleash the kingdom in and through our lives. If you tuned in last week, you know that I promised this week we would begin a series on the human development. I want to just take a moment to apologize for the delay. I'm hoping that many of you are eagerly awaiting this deep dive, and I appreciate your patience. But this discussion about embracing both our masculine and feminine qualities is such an important part of that journey. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to explore it with you. So, I'm excited to let you know that next week we will be kicking off the Human Development series next Sunday when we release our new episode. This series will dive into the full spectrum of human growth, helping us understand how to embrace both our duality and our divine purpose in deeper, more transformative ways. So stay tuned. I can't wait to continue this conversation and walk with you as we explore the fullness of human development. Thank you again for tuning in today. I cannot wait to walk alongside you as we embrace our unique callings and bring more light and salt to the world. Sign up now and be part of the Kingdom Unleashed movement. Let's make this happen.
We are fully represented. We are fully reconciled. We are beautifully included in you. There's no wall that stands between us. In Christ you have decreed us to be